Everyone, Mike Schoonover, 812 Living Group Real Estate Team. Listen, last week we released our Southern Indiana real estate market update for November 2022 to our clients. It is our last update of the year. We are ready to share it with you. So I want to cover a few highlights from the report, lots of changes from our last report, and we'll give you a few highlights, and then we will link to the full 10-page report below. Take a look. Okay, so here's a look inside of our 10-page Southern Indiana real estate market update for November 2022. We're going to give you a look back to what's happened so far this year. We're going to the report is chock full of charts that show you updates on the number of active listings, changes in mortgage rates, and so on. So let me show you a few highlights and discuss what you'll find as we go along. Again, there's a little bit of a preview of the report. Mortgage rates have been the story of the year. We started the year right around 3%, just slightly above 3%. We jumped up to above 7%. And folks, just within the last few days, we are back below 7 by a significant margin. Even after we released this report, the Consumer Price Index came out, which is one of the most important indicators of inflation. That has fallen some. Mortgage rates fell dramatically. So we're back below 6%. That is an update even beyond this report. So mortgage rates been up and down. It's caused a lot of movement in the real estate market. Again, there's inflation. At one point, we were running 8, 9, 10, even more percent, depending on what gauge you look at. Right now, Truflation is tracking about 7.3%. We use Truflation. We prefer it compared to the traditional CPI. They think that inflation is running a little bit lower than what the government reports are showing. But all the same, inflation is still moving high. Why does that matter for real estate? Let's pause here. Why does that matter for real estate? Well, if prices of goods and services are rising, that means people have less money to spend on things like housing. So we don't like high inflation because it can hurt home purchases, home sales. And so we track that as well for you, not just the normal things. Number of homes sold. Again, we're starting to see. Last time we had a report, we talked about the wobble, and this report is not any different. We've seen a little bit of change there. We'll let you dive into the details. Homes for sale. Look, this is where the other big part of the data. As mortgage rates have risen, there have been things started to sell slower. So we've seen an increase in inventory. If you are in the market to buy, or do you think you will be soon, this is the most number of houses that you've had choices to buy that you've had in quite some time, a couple of years, in fact. And so if you're a buyer, this is good news. You will have more options when you're out searching for a home. Average sales price has stayed about the same. Look, so we've got a number of charts there that look at everything from rents to days on market. And then we end with, what does this mean? What does this mean for you? Some of our projections for the future. We're going to put a link to the full report so you can click on it. I'm not asking you for anything. Just click on the report. You can download it. If you have questions, email us 812living@gmail.com. You're looking to buy or sell, we'd love to help you. 812living@gmail.com. We'll also post this to our blog at 812living.com/blog. You can find it there as well. Again, thank you for taking a look. Any questions, reach out to us, 812living@gmail.com.